Well, it's been a while since I've been able to get out and do a little rock hunting. And it's bow season, so I brought the old recurve, so I had something light to carry, just in case. Finally walked up on that. Got a broken tip, it looks like. I was really hoping it was just going to be a blunt, but it's not, it's broke. But it is cool looking. As you can see, the leaves have been falling. We got some rain to push some of the leaves out of the way, but enough for me to find that little guy. Well, hopefully there's some more. So I've been wanting to do this for a while now. I finally went and picked up a rock tumbler, and I got so many agates. I mean, and there are just some stunning colors in these things, the lines. I don't know how good that GoPro is really going to pick up on that, but been really wanting to tumble them, get them all polished up. A buddy of mine, he's done it to his, and I'll tell you what, they look so neat. But I mean, I got so many of them from picking up arrowheads, you know, and I about like to find them just about as much. As you can see, I mean, some of them will be beautiful when they get all done up, but I'm hoping I don't overload it. I don't know what I'm doing, so I mean, I thought about just starting with some petrified wood first. I got and seeing how that goes, but I don't got a whole lot of patience, and that unfortunately is a huge part of tumbling, is having the patience. I don't know if you can see the line, but it just looks white there in the camera. And unfortunately, I mean, it's gonna take down a bunch of this material, and I'm kind of not looking forward to that, but I think the reward of having it polished will pay off. Some of them just have some stunning color. Now, the old lady picked up this honey agate the other day. She wanted to do it. Now this one, I don't know about it. Here's another honey agate she picked up. But this one, you know, most of all my agates that I have are red and white lines in them. Now this one, it's a real dark cherry colored, and it's almost polished. I found it on top of a hill, so it made me wonder if it wasn't something somebody already had. It was out in the field. But now this one I don't know about. It's got this yellow color to it, and I think it's going to look real neat polished. We'll see how it goes. If I don't mess things up too bad, I'll kind of do some step-by-steps on after each tumble. Like I said, it's going to be a patience thing, so we'll see if I have enough patience to do it or not. Well, stick around. The next clip you see, some of these might be rounded down a little bit more. Have a good one. Well, I let these things go for 2 weeks now, and the grit, it's just ground down to nothing. I'm gonna just call it good, I believe. I mean, you can still see a lot of pitting. I mean, for my first time, I'm pretty pumped. I mean, the way these are turning out. I actually got them out last night and then let it go all night long with just borax. I cleaned them and then just let them tumble with just borax to let them clean up. But there are some cool colors showing. Some of these little ones, I mean, they're kind of duds. I mean, in a way, I mean, they're still kind of neat, but they're kind of turned out as duds. And there's some of them though that are just brilliant as can be. I mean, I could tell that before I tumbled them. But I'm not, for my first time, I'm happy, but I really think that if I'd let them go, you know, another week, I'm gonna have to order some more grit, I believe, because like this one right here, smoothed down quite a bit compared to what it was. Now you can still see the pit. I mean, that turned out pretty neat. This one looks real sharp too. I think I'm gonna go ahead though with it and allow it to go into the next stage, polishing them, or not polishing them, but smoothing them up some more. I mean, I don't mind that they're completely round. I mean, I want to keep as much rock there as I can, but they are looking pretty cool. But I learned a lesson. I just went to Hobby Lobby and got like, well, they got the National Geographic one there, but they had like the extra packets of grit that you could purchase, and so that's what I just bought, the grit to use. And the honey agates, I mean, they're still pretty rough looking, but I mean, that one's getting pretty see-through. Like I said, some of these agates are just looking real cool looking. There's that yellow one. It's pretty rough still on the bottom there, but you can see those lines, they look cool. I don't know how long I should probably let them go. I've been watching everybody's videos, you know, and what they're letting them go for. And I'm a little bit more impatient, of course. And who knows, I might end up eventually grinding some of these down like this one that has so much pitting on that backside, just to see if I can't get through to some of the other on the backside. But I feel like some of these, you know, that I did see lines in, you know, it's ground them down to where I'm not seeing any lines hardly at all, you know, just right there on the end of that one. You can see some there on that. So I called some of them duds now. Maybe as the process goes along, it'll look a lot better, but last night, you know, all them pits were just covered in that slurry. I did what people said, you gotta keep them wet, and I did do that, but I went ahead and just let them tumble for a day since I knew I had to try to semi today. I wasn't going to be around to do it. I worked late last night, or yesterday, so I figured I'd go ahead and show you what I got there, and next time you'll see it off to the next step. Thank you. Well, it's been months now. The tumbling's been over for a while, of course, and I been tumbling some other stuff. There's some things on here I skipped the step of not recording. I just went ahead and did another batch also. Whittled them down to almost nothing on some of them. Like this one right here, it's just a neat looking rock. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty sharp looking. Got a lot of glitter. I don't know if they'll pick that up or not. There's another one that's pretty neat looking. Got a pretty good polish on them for not knowing what I was doing. Here's a neat maggot. I'm not sure what this one is, but you see the lines in it. I didn't have any fillers to put in with it, and I didn't think it was going to be a big deal because I was loading them up with rocks, and I come to find out that it just beat the heck out of all these rocks. You see crack lines all over them. But they did polish. Bigger ones I got here. This one's probably my favorite right here. You see all that sparkle down deep inside of it. It turned out pretty neat looking. It's almost got that lacy look on the back side of it. It's pretty sharp looking. Pretty neat. But you can see all these crack lines with these rocks just beating off of each other. And, you know, and I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. And then after I polished them, I realized that it was a big deal. And didn't show me layers. Sounds pretty neat the way the sunlight goes through it. But I mean, all in all, they showed up, shined up pretty good. Another one's pretty neat looking. Got a bunch, several little ones. This one, I don't know if it's still so porous, but all that, I couldn't get all, I scrubbed and scrubbed trying to get all that polish out of it, and it didn't shine up very well. And of course, you know, here's kind of what that petrified wood looked like, you know, before I start. And here's some of it after it's been polished. It's almost like a Knife River Flint material. This one I thought was pretty neat. I don't know if it picks it up or not. You can see through it. It's like clear. You lay it down, it's just black. But once you pick it up, you can see right through that thing. It's pretty neat looking. I thought this was petrified wood. It did not polish at all. I mean, it's smooth, but it does not shine. Another piece of that petrified wood. Then I got a bunch of honey agates. You can see some of that where I couldn't get down in there good enough. You can see that polish got down in there. I'm not sure what this is either. I thought it was a honey agate, but it's not too see-through. You can see this one got really busted up. It's kind of neat though. There's a bunch of little gravel and stuff down in there. Let's go around here and I've already been gathering some more already this year, so I'll be having another tumble here before too terribly long. Like I said, I got wife found an agate, so it's the biggest one I've seen. It's bigger than a baseball. So I just got it in there by itself, rolling around, and it'll be neat to see what it turns out to be and looking like. It's got a lot of crystal in it, but I'm not too sad the way they turned out. I mean, of course, it's one of those things where you whittle off quite a bit of it, you know, before it gets done. But that polished look is pretty neat looking. I just wish I'd watched a few more people's YouTube videos and them stress that you need to use some filler in there to keep them from just bashing on each other. Well, until I get some more done, that's it.